truck driver accused of making a bread on I-85, backing up traffic for hours earlier this week. And 28-year-old Ahmed Ahalindi is now facing several charges. He's originally from Jordan, but currently lives in Illinois. He faced a judge in Greenville County Friday, and we heard from immigration officials who said that he legally entered the U.S. in September of 2018 in St. Paul, Minnesota, but ICE says that he failed to comply with the terms of his legal entry.
You are being charged with breach of peace, high and aggravated nature, also conveying false information about a bomb threat, and no vehicle license. With that being stated, we do have here to speak on the behalf of the state.
I thank God. Straight from the mud, now it's time to get the pie. Blood, you can see it in my eyes. My future turning up, what it's time to be alive. I'm that nigga, I don't mean to brag, but I'm getting too nice with this. Ain't no way that I'm going outside. My pockets been heavy as shit. The bank is
What's poppin', M2T? It's your boy Ron on the channel to be. Don't forget to hit that like, comment, share, and subscribe button whenever you pull up to the channel. And while you at it, hit that post notification button for your boy, so whenever I drop, you can hop up in the truck and roll with me. See what's popping. How's it going, fam? How the beginning of the year going for y'all? Hey, it's going lovely for your boy. You heard me? I ain't doing no tripping, man. I want to welcome y'all to the channel. I appreciate y'all putting up. Y'all could have been doing anything, but you decided to hop up in the truck to see what was popping with your boy today. Man, and I appreciate that, fam. Alright, without any further ado, we gonna get on to today's story. January the 3rd, 2025, 2:45 p.m., Greenville County, South Carolina. Old trucker Jamal Al-Hindi was pulled over by a state trooper, and when asked, as the trooper approached the truck and he let the window down and he spoke with him, was there anything inside of his truck? Y'all not gonna believe this stuff. Check this out.
Ahmed Ahalindi, the man investigators say is a 28-year-old truck driver from Oak Lawn, Illinois, appeared before a judge today for his bond arraignment. He's the man who's accused of making a threat along Interstate 85 that shut down the major highway for several hours on Thursday.
Because of the charge of breach of peace and high and aggravated nature and conveying false information about a bomb threat.
Behind a glass window at the Greenville County Detention Center in a bright orange jumpsuit, Ahmed Ahalindi appeared before a judge for the first time Friday.
So when I pay the bond, can I leave?
Yes, once you have posted your bond, you will be free to leave, but you cannot leave the state of South Carolina.
Authorities say the 28-year-old truck driver is charged with breach of peace, high and aggravated, conveying false information about a threat, and operating an unregistered vehicle in a scare which led to an hours-long shutdown of Interstate 85 near the Whitehorse Road exit. Al-Hindi was given a bond of more than $20,000.
We were on our way home because we live out Whitehorse Road, and don't get on 85. The traffic backed as far as we could see.
Bumper-to-bumper traffic stretched for miles in both directions of 85 Thursday. Georgia Thompson and her husband Larry were on their way home at the time.
I couldn't believe it. I was home.
Most we spoke to Friday had the same reaction after hearing the news of a bomb threat in the upstate.
I was waiting on Joe Biden to call. I said, it's that bad, Larry.
Authorities say it began when Al-Hindi was pulled over by state transport police for a missing tag, later accused of indicating an exit device in the 18-wheeler.
And I'm like, okay, we're right here in the middle of it, kind of where our house is. If that is a bomb and it blows up, it's going to get us. And it made me feel kind of nervous.
Multiple agencies, including SLED, Greenville County SWAT, Highway Patrol, State Transport Police, and the FBI were called in to investigate. Crews swept the truck, eventually clearing the scene as mounting concerns of threats continued across the country.
Made me just feel some kind of way because all this mess that's going on, you know, in New Orleans and, was it Las Vegas? It just made me feel some kind of uneasy.
Reports show there is a pending immigration hold on Ahalindi, so it's likely he will not be leaving the state anytime soon.
Joining us now, so Grace, we understand the company has a history of violations here.
That's right. We really uncovered a lot. Now, Al-Hindi worked for a company called Globe Transportation, Inc. They're based in Illinois, and federal DOT records show that the company has more than 300 drivers, and they're also cleared to haul things like general freight as well as motor vehicles. Now, we actually spoke with the company on the phone earlier today, and they didn't want to give us a statement, but they said Al-Hindi was cleared to drive and that the truck he was driving was registered. Remember, the initial reason that he was pulled over was because he didn't have plates on the truck. Now, the company itself has a history of issues according to the DOT records. More than 230 violations have been found since November 2022. The most common was for speeding, but there were also several more violations that the federal government considers severe. Those include drivers being in possession of alcohol and narcotics while driving, and a driver operating without a license to drive a commercial vehicle. But again, even after we told his employer about Al-Hindi's charges that are pending, they still said that he was cleared to drive and that the truck was registered.
Now, we all know what just went down in New Orleans on Bourbon Street on the Furbs. Horrible situation. Well, at the same time in Iowa, this was also going down while the New Orleans situation was going down. Check this out.
The FBI is investigating a man who was found with an explosive device in Payette. Abby Wilt takes us to where the pipe was found last night.
The Payette Police Department tells me they received a call around 6 p.m. last night about a person trying to light something on near a parked railroad car. When they got to that location, they used fresh footprints in the snow to track down where the suspect was.
In the big picture of what's going on in the nation is everybody is very much on edge.
Payette residents are anxious Thursday as investigators work to uncover a pipe that Police Chief Gary Marshall says was found on North 8th Street Wednesday night.
It was a PVC pipe that he'd filled with black powder that he took out of firecrackers.
The suspect, 40-year-old Brent Sarai, was attempting to light something on fire near a parked railroad car when someone reported him.
Without their assistance and notifying us of the situation, who knows where we'd be, what would we be talking about today.
When police arrived on scene, they followed footprints in the snow.
Just recently been snowing.
To eventually track down Sarai, who was at a nearby camp trailer and had previous records in the county.
He had outstanding warrants through Payette County, and so he was taken into custody at that time based on the warrants.
He's now being held in the Payette County Jail on 3 charges: possession of a destructive device, possession of a controlled substance, and possession of paraphernalia.
There are potentially future charges through the federal courts for the possession or manufacturing of a destructive device.
Marshall says even if Sarai didn't intend harm, the city is still considering this a serious situation.
Whether he was doing it for his own personal entertainment or whether he was doing it to cause damage to property or people, it has to be handled in the utmost serious aspect as possible.
The Payette Police Department says that there is no threat to the public right now, and they have no reason to believe that this was an act of terror or that it was related to anything nationally.
Man, what the hell is going on, fam? It's going down. Now, back to Jamal. This idiot goes to court, and he get to crying to the judge. Oh, I want to go home. Can I just go home? Where go? I want to go back to Jordan. Now he want to go back to Jordan over across seas, over across them waters. Now he want to go back home to them people. I can sum this stuff with, only thing I can do is say, our country is under attack. We under attack. I told y'all when we ran the New Orleans story, it's just getting started. I told y'all that. And it's more reports that's been reported about, being found all in different parts of the country. These ain't the only reports. It's way more. It's a lot of them that's being reported. Now, we asked ourselves, what's going on? What's in the water? Why is all these people want to plant these devices? And why is everybody want to, do all of this with the country? And they doing this and they doing that over here and they doing this over here. They driving and pulling up in front of hotels and doing it. Man, what's going on? I mean, this my thing. Like with the Jamal dude. Y'all clearly heard the folks saying that it's being reported that ICE said that he came into the country illegally. First they said, well, he's in the country legally, but ICE reported, no, he ain't. He documented up some papers. He did some bootleg stuff to get up in here. Had the license plate on the trailer missing. Man, there was all kind of red flags around this dude. So they in the country, man. I told y'all that on the last report that I just did. They here, man. They been here. When they open them borders wide up, man, I'm talking about anybody that had any kind of oppression or anything against America was marching across that border. Here we come. We got to get y'all. All y'all done to our countries, all y'all done to our people. We got to get you, man. And we coming. Now, what government will allow their doors to be wide open to let their enemies in, man? And when that happen, this is what you get. I'm gonna tell you again. I done told you once already. It's just getting started. Now, I'm hoping Tom Holden and Trump and the other guy that's with her, I'm hoping they can go on there and get some rectifying going on, man. But that don't stop the sales that's already planted and waiting on word. That don't stop nothing. I'm hoping they can fix it. So I wanted to bring this to you guys, and you guys get in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this. All right? All right. Big shout out to my A1 Day Ones. Big shout out to the one that just be glancing in to see what's popping. And a special shout out to the new subscribers. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support, fam. And y'all already know. Until next time, it's your boy.
I just got in a whole brand new bag. I'm running around.